I've got 5 questions that you should answer for yourself before you start a new farm or a new farming enterprise. I'm Rob from Dowdle Family Farms, and we currently produce honeybees, grass-finished beef, and pastured pork. However, over the last 10 years or so, we've done everything from small market gardening, selling to restaurants and individuals, all the way to doing pastured poultry. But what we've run into over the years is, of all the different things we've tried, some of them have been very successful, some of them have not been very successful. This video is designed to introduce you to a new series of questions that we're asking about, is farming right for you? So we'll cover topics like, are pastured pigs right for you? Is grass-finished beef right for you? Are honeybees right for you? So let's get started with these 5 questions. So the first question that I would encourage you to answer is, what are your goals? And the reason I ask you that in this setting is we're standing here in Cooper Creek. This is a place where I played when I was a kid. One of my goals is to give my kids, and even other kids, some of the experiences that I had when I grew up on a farm. One of my biggest goals is to pursue a passion of mine, which is farming. I do want it to be profitable, but I also want it to help regenerate the worn out soils on the land, to provide good food for me and my family, to make a profit in the process. For some people, their biggest priority is in profit. Some people just enjoy messing around with equipment and farming. There are a lot of different reasons for people wanting to farm, even if it's just using land that you have and own, but you want to do something good with it. The second question you should answer for yourself before starting your farm are, what are your values? For example, you may want to practice regenerative agriculture, improve the soil health. It may be that your biggest value is producing high quality food for you, your family, and your community. It's all about what are your values, and they will help contribute to not only what farm enterprises you pursue, but also what different types of practices you pursue as well. For us, we really value high quality food for our family. We could not get a whole lot of high quality meat, so we started raising meat when we moved back to the farm years ago. We also really value locally produced food. On a personal note, I value grass-finished beef much more than I do grain-finished beef. However, because a few people in our area cannot find high-quality grain-finished beef on a local level, they've asked us to grow it out. I've tried to encourage them to try grass-finished beef. They've had bad experiences with other producers in the past, but I'm willing to do grass-finished beef because it is profitable, it is locally produced, even if I prefer grass-finished beef. Determining your values and how important they are plays a huge role in some of the different farming enterprises that you will pursue. A third question that you'll want to answer for yourself is, what resources do you have available? On our farm, we have over 100 acres of pasture, so we can have cows, and we can also have a cow-calf operation. If all you have are 5 or 10 acres, starting a grass-finished beef operation on a full-time salary is just about impossible. However, pastured poultry can work really, really well on 1 acre of a market garden with greens, like lettuces that are low input, high resale value, and much higher quality. You can make a lot of money just by selling full heads of lettuce if you have a market for it in just 1 acre of land. It's all depending on what resources you have available. The fourth question that I would encourage you to answer is, how much time do you have to spend on your farm? One of the things that I started doing when I had pastured pigs is I spent a lot of time and energy using polywire or polytape and using rotationally grazing my pigs with that polywire. I would move them every week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, but what I soon found out is I was spending a lot more time setting up those paddocks. So I started using the high tensile electric fence. I adjusted our normal cattle fence, which is up here for pigs, and so it cost me a little bit more money on the front end. It also cost me a little bit more time to set up the pig paddocks, but once they're set up, it is so easy to move the pigs. The pig moves take 15 to 20 minutes. So really, think about your time management. What time do you have available, and where can you spend most of your time to make things easier in the long run? One thing that I have been doing very poorly of is budgeting the time that I spend on the farm, and I have been really bad about not spending as much time with my family as I would like to. And so that's one of my goals over this summer, is to spend more time with my family. The fifth question I would encourage you to ask and answer is, does this new farming enterprise that you want to do meet a lot of different values, goals, resources that you have? If it does not, you may want to reconsider it. For example, I'm standing here in a 10-acre wooded lot that we have had pigs in. It's had a lot of real tight canopy. The trees are not growing well because it's too dense. Many of them are dying on their own, but we want to thin them out to increase production. Most people would not keep a black gum. Black gum blooms in late May, early June, when there's not a whole lot of other stuff blooming. Usually it's just before the summer dearth, and it extends that nectar gathering period for our honeybees. The beauty of this system, though, is that each farming enterprise doesn't have to meet every single need. So let me know in the comments, what are your answers to these questions? What are your goals for your farm? What are your values for your farm? What resources do you have available that you can take advantage of? What kind of time do you have available? Are you part-time or full-time? Are you retired and just enjoying doing what you're doing? And fifth and finally, what enterprises can you do on your farm that meet as many of these different needs as possible? So it's Rob from Dowdle Family Farms. Give me some feedback in the comments, like the video. If you think someone would find this video helpful or interesting or useful, share it with them. Until next time, I hope you have a great day.